He is Shane Lachlan Black, the Internet's original stunt writer.
Do you hear it? It's a funny squeaky sound.
You couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant.
Every once in a while, I get a chance to go back through all of my databases and see how far the business has progressed, and I have some very interesting numbers to present to you. It was about the winter, maybe late fall of 2023, when we changed directions in my publishing business. Prior to that, the strategy was to publish on somebody else's store and to spend a lot of money on ads and to do things the conventional way, the conventional wisdom, and to go out and find our keywords and all that sort of thing. And I'm pretty sure you all know how that worked out. One day all my books disappeared from search, and I guess somebody had decided that it was time for me to go get, some other kind of job because I just didn't have a chance of selling any more books, and that was the end of that. And I did that selling on somebody else's store for about 12 years. And 2015, give or take, I started building my own infrastructure. I started by building book builder software. I have my own proprietary software that is based on the Unix build tools that allows me to compile an EPUB for an ebook or LaTeX for a print book from the same manuscript. And that took me about 6 months to write. And I can now use the same tools that build the Linux kernel to build my ebooks. And I know that might sound strange, but if you're a programmer, you know what I'm talking about. It is extremely efficient because I can feed it a plain text manuscript and it kicks back an ebook and a print book from the same source. And I don't have to do anything else. I can typeset a 500-page novel in about 4 seconds. That was the basis for the vertical business that I built around my retail store. So if I could build the book, manufacture a book, then I can publish it. And then I have a choice of where I want to sell it. So I decided I'll just build my own store. So now I can manufacture the book, publish the book, sell the book, ship the book, and the only piece left after that is to maintain communications with my readers, because if people are buying from my store, then I'm going to have a way to communicate with them. And so I built my own newsletter infrastructure. We have gotten very good at getting our newsletter out to our readers. And considering the number of readers that we have, this is a very useful thing because it allows me to update them on what's being written, what's already written, if there's a new book released, if there's a new collection available, all of the things that readers are going to be interested in if they want to keep following the story. And it also allows me to keep people up to date on other projects we're doing, like the Action Faction in every school in America and so on. Once you have all of those pieces in place, then you have a completely vertical business. You can manufacture the book, you could publish the book, you could sell the book, distribute the book, and you can maintain communications with readers. And that's what we're doing now. All of the pieces are in place. And now that we've had all the pieces in place for a certain length of time, we could go back and look at the numbers and see what the results were. And the results are astonishing. We beat multiple trillions of dollars worth of other people's infrastructure. It's not just limited to retail. Multiple trillions of dollars worth of infrastructure we defeated by 4 touchdowns. We're talking 5-1 results here. My little bookstore and my little book manufacturing operation beat the alternatives 5-1. And none of it would have been possible without our readers. We've got the greatest readers there are. It's just that simple. And the best part of all this, if you think about it, is that we did this without emphasis on nonfiction, without emphasis on the fantasy series without emphasis on the game-led series. I have numerous books that don't really figure into this yet because I haven't really promoted them. Almost all of this has been science fiction and action faction. And one thing I want to point out about the action faction, these guys, you want to talk about people who are supportive of original fiction and original books. These guys not only made what I just described possible, they've put 100 books in schools. 100 books. 100 books in schools. See, other people are worried about literacy. We're doing something about literacy. 100 books in schools all across the country, and we're just getting started. That's every school in America. If you want to know about that, you're going to find information in the other videos. I'm going to keep talking about it, telling you what we're doing. If you want to support us, support the Action Faction. You get free serialized fiction, free audiobook chapters on my site. You contribute to the Action Faction. Every time we hit a milestone, we put a book in the school. And so far, the Action Faction is not only making ad-free fiction available on my site as text or audiobook chapters, but we're doing something about literacy. And that, to me, is really the most important thing. I love writing, I love publishing, and by all accounts, people seem to like what I'm doing, so I figure I'll keep doing it, but the most important thing we're doing here is that we're promoting literacy, and that counts. Makes the world a better place. So, years ago, when I was in the middle of the conventional thinking crowd, and I was having trouble, there's no doubt about it. I was advertising, optimizing, blurbs and covers, all of the stuff that they keep telling you, oh, all this stuff is wrong, that's why your stuff isn't selling. Turns out all of that was not entirely accurate. That's the nicest way I can put it. What it really boiled down to was visibility. What I was doing wasn't visible, and that's the reason it wasn't succeeding. And at the time, what I was doing had all the advantages. Paid campaigns, I had, high-ranking titles, I had series, I had extra programs and incentives and all that stuff. And multiple trillions of dollars worth of infrastructure. Where did we end up? I decided to build my own. And they laughed at me. They ridiculed me. Why would you do that? Why don't you just do it the way everybody else is doing it? That's because that's not me. And so I went and found a little patch, planted a flag. It resembled a pirate flag, but I'm not saying it was a pirate flag, I'm just saying it resembled one. Pirate radio of the page, as you might say. You can't stop the signal, remember. Now, the score is in. The numbers are in, and all the people that were ridiculing me and laughing at me are looking at that scoreboard. They're not laughing anymore.
Shane Lachlan Black,